Smallrig have sent me the brand new L bracket for the X-T5. Yes, she's out. X-T5, meet your L bracket. So we've got the L bracket for the X-T5. It is a 4137, and we've also got a 4136. This is not an L bracket. This is your L bracket. This is the one that you can turn this way round, as you can see by the little pretty picture there. This is another bracket. It's not actually an L bracket. It's a bracket with a grip. So it's more of a grip bracket, nice silver colour, and I'm very excited to show you this one as well because I think this is right stunning. And I think I might be swayed towards this one if I use something else. But we're here to talk about this today, the L bracket. It's got a wooden handle. I'll just put these down for a moment. It's got this beautiful dark wooden handle on the side there. So the other ones have got a pale handle, a very light handle. So this is a new colour. It's like an oak sort of style, wooden style handle, and I quite like that. And it's quite low, and it's designed so you get a better grip of the camera. The idea is that you can take your bracket and it gives you more of a grip, something to get hold of. And you can see there it's sticking out, and it gives you that extra reach and there's something a little bit more just to make it feel a bit more chunky in your hands, especially when you're walking around with it. So yeah, that's the idea. On the bottom of this L bracket, you've got a magnetic key, which is basically there to do this up and to lock it on to your your 1/4 inch thread in the bottom. So you get this magnetic key that basically just sits in the bottom of your Arca Swiss compatible plate. Now, I've got one of these on my X-T4 and on the X-T3. I have never yet ever lost this key. It's always stayed stuck no matter what I've done with the camera, chopped it, bounced it, all the conditions I've used, it's always stays stuck on the bottom. It's very strong magnets and it's a really good place to keep it nice and flush fit in there. On the bottom of this mount as well, you've got 3 1/4 inch threads. So for adding, say, a capture clip plate, which is what I use. I've got one on my X-T4, so I can actually clip it onto my bag. If you watch my videos, my landscape photography videos, you'll know that I do that. And also on the bottom of this one, you've got a 3/8 screw thread as well, so you can put something with a bigger fitting section on the bottom as well. So yeah, they're all pretty well, and those two are aligned with the center of your lens. So you've got two actually bang in line with the center of the lens and two slightly off. You've got a detachable handle, so you can actually remove this handle if you wanted to, but why would you want to? On the side, you've got a small slit in the side. That's for caking a camera strap, so you can put a wrist strap on there. You can have it hanging around your neck and something like that, which is also a really good idea. Now this is designed, I'd like to know what this is. If someone can tell me what this is, there's like a design and it's got like a hook. I'm not quite sure what that is and why it's there, but there may be a good reason behind it, so I'd like to know. On the back, you've got your little dash, little white arrow, and you've probably got one on the front. No, you haven't got one on the front, and this only on the back. That's your center to your lens and your sensor. And you've also got on the bottom here another little keyway, and this keyway is a screwdriver, and you basically undo this. Nearly threw it away then. Undo this, and you can slide this out and actually make this longer. You can see there, you can make that longer and shorter. So if you want to make that longer so you can get into your flaps, all well and all well and good, but it does actually make this a lot longer. You can actually get hold of the grip then and hold on to the grip and use it more like a video camera, and you see you've got the grip on both sides then for stabilizing the camera. So it does actually have a universal sort of fitting that makes it worthwhile. And it also helps when you pull this away, you can then get your flaps open and plug your cables in. So it's well designed for that feature, and all it does is just locks up tight with the small key in the bottom. So what do we do an L bracket? Why do we need an L bracket? Well, the idea is you can put your camera on the tripod and you can lock it off on your tripod, and you've got the camera set at this nice landscape view, your horizontal view. If you want to flip your camera around, all you've got to do then, instead of using your tripod ball head, which I find it makes the tripod unbalanced, if you flip that round now and have that on the side, your tripod becomes a little bit more unbalanced and you're hanging off the side. And then if you're doing any panos and stuff like that, you're sweeping round, and it's not sweeping around on a very nice arc. So you're better off keeping that in the same place, and you're better off unlocking your camera and flipping it over and putting it on to the L bracket. That way your camera is nice and stable, nice and square. If you've lined up your tripod to be exactly flat and level, It's exactly the same plane. You can literally undo this and you can flip it back round exactly in the same way. On the bottom there again, on your small section, you've also got a center dot. That is your middle of your sensor and your lens again, so that everything's nice and lined up from that. On the end you've got three ports on the back for connecting things to. So you might want to connect onto the top, you might want to connect one of the Smallrig flash mounts or a microphone mount. You may want to put a grip on it or a handle on it as well. So yeah, it's designed quite well with lots of little features like that makes it easy for you to attach things to. But like I say, I love an L bracket because when I'm working with my cameras, I tend to flip them round quite easily. On the bottom you can see that there's a nice cutout as well, so that you can get your batteries out very easily. It's designed very well to actually fit around the body of the camera, and it's made for this actual body, the X-T5, not any other camera. So it's designed to fit this camera. It fits very nicely around the bottom. It all screws together and everything seems to lock in exactly where it's supposed to lock in. Now I'm going to switch it over. I'm going to put the other one on. I'm going to show you what that does and show you the difference and why the other one's nice if you don't use this section of the camera. But this is handy for, like I say, using it out in landscape and stuff like that, or architecture, and you want to keep the camera exactly where you want it, nice and central on your tripod. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. There she is. Look at this. This now still looks like a small, modern, tiny little camera. The X-T5 is a nice little neat camera, especially for street photography and stuff like that. And now we've got this rubberized grip. You can see there, this is a nice rubberized grip on the front. This really does give you something to grip hold of. This grip is brilliant. It's got a lovely shape to it and it's molded all around the top so your fingers fit over it just nicely. The top finger is just slightly closer to the body for reaching out and switching it on and off and using your function buttons. Very nicely gripped. On the bottom we've got this nice silver display, so it matches the silver of the actual body. So if you've got a body like mine which is silver in colour, and it's got a nice silver plate on the bottom, so it really does look a treat. On the bottom of this one you don't get that magnetic key because you don't need it, because you've got a little flap on your screw. You can nip it up with your fingers and lock it off with that. On the bottom also you've got 3 1/4-inch threads just there, so you can attach other things to the bottom as well if you wanted to. But this is designed to keep the camera small and compact and still having that built-in Arca Swiss compatible plate that you can put onto a tripod. So it's all built in and it doesn't look obscene, and it matches and fits and feels like it's supposed to be on this camera, and it looks an absolute treat. Like I say, the black moulding is exactly the same as the moulding on the actual body, and the silver blends in with the silver on the top of the body. So I think it looks really nice and really neat, and gives this camera that little bit of a better grip, a better feel, more like a robust camera, something that you can hold on to. Again, you've got the slot on the side, a little slit on the side there for putting a camera strap through if you want to. You might notice these things on the side. I've actually got small camera strap. This is one of the Peak Designs one that clips on there, so this is what these little things are hanging on the side of my camera. But that really does look really nice, and it's a very nice grip. But of course you don't get this side, you don't get the L bracket side. Instead you get the nice embossed Smallrig logo on the side there, which again is done very nicely and looks really swish. Now in the boxes you do get other things in the box with the bigger Smallrig bracket. This is the L bracket, like I said to you, so you've got the 2 ways. It's actually designed, it's got a little pin in the bottom as well there, so that little pin then locks into the bottom of the camera to keep it all nice and square and tight. And you've got this rubber grip that also makes it tighter. Really well, they are very well designed. Again, this one retails, I think, in the region of $60. I'm going to bring up my phone in a moment and just go through and show you. But I just wanted to say, in the box you get with this one, you get an Allen key, a small little key. That is for undoing and doing up your end of your bracket if you wanted to take that off for any reason. But if you're designing a bracket and you don't want this on, then don't buy it with it on. Buy the cheaper one and get one without it on. That's what I would say. So yeah, that's what they're for. And you also get a button in both of these cameras. You get the little press stud button. You see this little red press stud button there, and what that does is screws in the top of your camera, and it fits on the top there. It gives you that easier button to press, so it just gives you that little bit something to press onto. I've never used them, but maybe I might just leave that on this weekend and try it out and see if I prefer it with it on or off. I don't know, so I'll leave it on there and I'll report back somewhere down the line. If you watch my videos and it's not on there, you'll know that I've not got on very well with it and I've taken it off. But it does give you that little swishy button to be able to press the top without trying to dig your finger in the top of the camera. So yeah, all in all, really nice. I do like these. So let's just bring up some specs on my phone and just give you a quick prices and tell you and show you what you're getting for your buck. So I've got my phone activated now, so you can have a look and see what I can see on the back of this screen. I've got it actually on the X-T5 bracket at the moment, so I'm just going to flick it open. Smallrig do an awful lot of stuff, and I'm just going to quickly show you a little bit of the stuff they do on their website, because I do urge you to have a look if there's anything you need for your camera. So there's the X-T5 bracket. You can see there it is the 4137. That's the serial number for it. And if you click on these images, you've got sizes, which again you don't need to know because it fits around the X-T5. It shows you it works in the horizontal and the vertical position. That's your top and bottom view. So your end view, you've got your 1/4 inch by 20 thread, 3 of those. You've got your bracket on the end with a camera slot, the strap slot. On the bottom you've got your QD socket, they call it. QD socket, I don't quite understand what a QD socket is. Let's have a little look and see. Right, I need to find out what a QD socket is. So you've got this hole in the bottom there. It's called a QD socket. Never even known that was there. Don't even know what it's for. So I'm going to have a look and find out. You've also got a 1/4 inch thread. Like I say, there's 3 of those on there, and your 3/8 16 thread hole as well, with your flat screw and your Arca Swiss compatible plate. So everything's there. It shows you exactly how it works. Operation of the battery, so you can see the battery comes out very easily. It doesn't do any problems with that. You get 23mm of play in the end in movement, so you can move it out. You can see there's one with a camera attachment. You've got the cable into the plug in the end, and then you can move it out for easy access to put it in the end that way. Pricing, as you can see on there, is $59. So we're back on the other page now, and let's have a look at other things they do. So other things they do on this one, we've got L brackets open at the moment. So you can see there's all these different L brackets. We can move down to this one. That's another Fuji bracket. We've got the GFX bracket. We've got Sony Alpha bracket. There's just so many brackets. I think there was a Canon one up there somewhere. There's a Canon one, the EOS R6, so another brand new camera, and they do have them to fit those. If you look down the side of the page, we've got accessories as well. So let's see if we can find our other bracket for you. So there she is. So this one retails at $39. $39. You can see it's nice and silver. Everything's there in front of you. It wraps around the front, gives you that nice rubber grip, and you can see a little red button on the top. Again, just going to flick through these images, shows you what's on the bottom of it. You've got your slot for a camera strap, you've got your Arca Swiss compatible plate, you've got your 1/4 inch thread and your 1/4 inch thread either side. Oh, it's called a D-ring, so it's got a D-ring. You can see there that flips down, so you can do it up and undo it. And again, it's designed so your battery comes out very easily. You don't have to worry about it catching your battery and clicking against the battery. And also the flaps open so you can get your memory cards in and out very easily. Let's have a look at some of the other things that Smallrig do. Accessories. So we can open our accessories up, and we've got all sorts of stuff down the side here. Protectors, screwdrivers, you know, so screws, driver kits, Allen keys. These are fantastic kits that you can get. Lots of different things. There's your little screwdriver kits. You know, these are absolutely amazing little things, and Smallrig just really do an amazing amount of things. Camera plates, you've got all your camera plates there. Power stations, I don't even know what power stations are. Oh, well, they do all their battery power stations. So they actually have anything and everything you really want for your camera. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up if you enjoyed this. If you've got some information for me about other brackets and stuff like that, please let me know. Or if you want any question or got any questions that you need me to answer, I will do my best to answer them for you. Ciao for now, see you soon, and yeah, 2 brackets from Smallrig, done.